Alrighty. Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. Hope you're all having a great old time. I hope you're having a good, restful Labor Day weekend, or maybe a little less restful. Like after this, I'm about to head to the lake, knock out a few cannonballs, who knows what else. I'm going to get a little buck wild because I haven't been taking many breaks for the pretty much this entire year. So I'm going to let loose a little bit, have some fun, wrap some things up here in the shop, and then roll out. Pack up some tools. I never like to be, caught my pants down kind of a thing. I like to make darn sure that I have the tools I need. If someone breaks down out there, you just never know. Or maybe just some cuffing hoists if I need to pull somebody out of the mud or something like that. That type of thing. Well, happy Sunday, everybody. I hope you're having a great day. This is a moment where we get to have like a little creative conversation about what we're all working on. You get to ask me questions and stuff. I just like to touch base with my community. It's a lot of fun. Hey, how we doing? Oh, there it comes. Here it comes, the live chat. Oh boy. And we got Scout. Happy Sunday, coming from Tea Time with the patrons. There's a good one today. We actually got to quite a bit of communal pot, which I'm excited for. Sometimes there's so many people in the call that it takes a long time to get to everybody. Matt, how we doing? Oh man, this is great. Salutations for you as well. And if you're watching this as a recording later on, if you swipe across the comments, you can find the live chat and see what I'm even talking about. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to everybody. Hello from New Zealand, people from all around the world. Welcome. Cheers, everyone. I hope you're all having a great day. I sure am so far. And I think it's only going to get a little bit better. Get out of this little cave and get out into some sunshine. Soak it up, because guess what? Today marks the first day of the burrs. September 1st. I'm excited. We're pretty much heading into my favorite time of the year, which is pretty much just any day that's not summer. You know what I mean? Because it gets hot. It gets hot, like 130 in this shop. It gets really warm. Yes, happy Sunday, everyone. Oh, it's so good to see these familiar faces. Oh man, from South Africa, how cool is that? Ooh, just busy working on bookbinding. That's awesome. That's so cool. And Copper's out there. Speaking of sunshine, Copper dog. Yeah, the sun, dude. Oh, guy's gonna get a heat stroke. Anyways, what would you guys like to talk about? Yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting out to the lake, kick my feet up a little bit. I was like, where did this chunk of coal come from? I just remembered this last Thursday was the meeting with the Patreon apprentices. We had our monthly theory discussion, which was an absolute blast. I realized I'm surrounded by tools I was talking about that they need. We were talking about coal forges, all that good stuff. Hi from France, Pierre. How cool is that? Welcome. Yeah, you finally made it. Oh, welcome. Happy Sunday. Cheers. Hope you have your nice little, drink you're sipping on. Maybe it's tea, coffee, whatever it might be. It's Sunday, so maybe it's a mimosa. Who knows? Depending on your day. Oh, I just love it where I get to check in with my beautiful community. It's so much fun. It's pretty special to be able to share ideas with you all. Enjoying a day where my teeth don't hurt. Oh, Matt. Oh my gosh. I was actually just having a conversation about that. How it's just so brutal that it's such an inescapable pain. Sometimes when we smash our hand or our fingers while forging, or stub a toe even. But a massive migraine or a toothache or something like that, oof, that's one of those things you just can't escape from, Brutal. Got my mama's dog laying on me. Oh, that's so cute. Ooh, water just already had my coffee. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Hi, how you doing? Oh, how wonderful. What kind of dog is it? Because you know us, we're big dog fans around here. Ooh, a blood blister in your nail. Ooh, man, when it's bad when you feel the boom, 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 boom pulse of your heartbeat, underneath your nail. Oh, God, it's the worst. Are there pieces of your art that make Ooh, a speechless in awe. Ooh, pieces of art that make you speechless in awe. That's a good question. Speechless in awe. There used to be, but I used them as inspiration so much that I became used to them, if that makes any sense. That's a really good, I'm gonna have to dwell on that. I'll definitely dwell on that. Maybe that's a fun question for all of you. Is there a piece of art out there that makes you just kind of speechless in awe? There's a few, but I've looked at them so much that they've kind of, now, I don't want to say lost the magic, but they've definitely lost their shock appeal for me. A Maltese Yorkie? Oh no, that's cute. Your art definitely, oh, quit that. You quit that right now. There's definitely a few artists out there that continuously, as they post artwork, inspire awe for me, for sure. Definitely some. Oh my gosh. Well, there's different levels of it, right? There was a book recommended to me, and it's called The Science of Awe. And I guess there's many different types of awe out there. I'm excited to read into it. I need to allot some time to listen to that book. Maybe we'll listen to it together. If you listen to it, I'm sure I'll bring it up multiple times. So maybe that could be a little bit of homework for you. But scale will do it for me. If something's really big, if something takes up an entire plaza or a basilica or something like that, scale will really inspire a sense of awe. Like Albert Paley's monolithic work will inspire a sense of awe for me. Ooh, probably a silly question. There's no such thing as silly questions around here. But do you guys have a Discord server? Yeah, I do. Yeah, just Max Randolph Studios. Check it out. We do all sorts of fun community stuff there. We do sometimes games. We do like Jackbox game nights. We haven't done one in a bit. Ooh, and speaking of games, I'm gonna start streaming some games, online stuff, maybe just some single player. Actually, we were just talking about this with Tea Time, the Zoom for the patrons, talking about streaming like the Return to Moria game. It's just so up my alley. It's crazy. I can't wait to get back into that. I've never played it. Back into that world, the world of Lord of the Rings, via video games. Maybe some Valheim. I don't know. I'm excited. Richard Serra. Ooh, I'll check them out. I could walk around in it. Ooh, thank you so much for sharing that artist. I'll have to check them out. Sorry, I got a big old ball bearing. One of my apprentices was talking about finding anvils, and I was talking about all the different things you want to look out for. Any delamination going on. And we were talking about rebound, right? And that's why now I have a fidget spinner. Yes, I just shared the moth drawing I did during tea time. Scout, seriously, that piece of work is incredible. And if you want to check it out, it's on the Discord now. Go check it out. I've learned, just love the Discord. Actually, part of my morning routine is I make myself a cup of coffee or tea. Sit on the couch with the doggies. You get them little dogs out of bed and we snuggle up. And I check the Discord. I check the tea time. I check the gallery where people share their artwork. It's beautiful. It's really wonderful. Oh, you put your first chip in your cast steel anvil. That's a bummer. I got one right here. I don't know if you can see it. It's this just tiny little thing, and I can usually avoid it just fine, but it is a real bummer. That's definitely why I break the edges of my anvil really well, make that nice and round, and only leave sharp edges for when I really need them for a step or something like that, or an upset, and then I need to back that up. Anyways, but yeah, round everything off, and a chip is just brutal, because you could always take metal away, but you can never really put it back. Not the same, at least. You did hide it behind a spoiler tag so people who didn't know were looking at a moth. Oh, that's great. So for those of you that are just getting into Discord, there'll be kind of a dark square. You can click on it to reveal it. Yeah, the step area. Yeah, that's usually where it happens. Like there was one here, right at my step, that I ended up just kind of rounding my anvil off a little bit more to accommodate. But hey, it happens to the best of us. Try not to beat yourself up too much, you know what I mean? How do you avoid copyright issues when streaming a game? I have no idea. Woven, I have no idea what I'm doing. I haven't streamed a game yet. Do you get written permission from the company first? I have no idea. I mean, I couldn't imagine them not wanting us to stream their game. They'd probably get people into it. Do any of you know? Do I have to get written permission to do so? Because I know that there's like that about music and stuff like that. Ooh, is there a chance? I mean, Casey might be here. Hi, Kiki. Casey might be on here to share a Discord link, perhaps. I don't know. I definitely don't have the wherewithal to do it right now. It shouldn't be hard to find. Hey! Let me get the link for you. There she is. Awesome. Thanks, Casey. Always so helpful. I'll tell you what, I'm excited to take a dip in that water. It's going to be nice and hot today. I have a few cold ones while I'm doing so. You know, one in Rome. But yeah, what else would you guys like to talk about? I love this because it gives me opportunity to like talk to you guys. Maybe about future content, about what's coming next for the channel. It's exciting. I love it. I love having a good like little weekly check-in. You know, it shows intention. You know, I don't know if you guys ever do this, but you know, give space for each other if you're in a relationship or maybe a sibling or even parents. You know, if you're talking to them, you know, in that caliber. But yeah, like just have a nice sit down with no distractions and sound off, you know? I saw a video where someone put strong magnets in on OPP. What's OPP? Oh, sides of an animal and nearly silenced it. Yeah, it's pretty much like putting your hands on the side of a bell. The way I quieted my anvil down was by building stirrups. You know, forging big, heavy stirrups that suck it down onto the log, which I have this thing set up on. Opposite. Thank you. I appreciate that. Ooh, what am I working on? Any news on the foxes? They have been oddly silent, but yesterday Casey and I were driving on our way to another really exciting meeting. We saw one. It was like early in the morning. Celia was still running around before it probably bedded down before it got too hot. But speaking of these exciting meetings, guys, I feel like I've been doing nothing but doing artwork, drawing, you know, doing design, and doing meetings. I'm just so excited to get back in the shop. In perfect time for it to start cooling down in these burr seasons. But I'm excited to get into the shop and start building some of these things. I'm going to tell you some secrets right now. So no telling anybody, okay? But do you remember the horse banister designs coming down, like the bowing horse and the stampeding horse? Well, the client decided on a design. I'm super excited to show you guys what they chose. Also, a totally unrelated project. It's a bar. It's a cool bar. It's a very historic bar in this really neat location. It's beautiful inside. I cannot wait to show you, but perhaps building along the same line with the horses, but building abstract recreations of animals. You know, from like, you know, celebrating the musculature, the architecture of the physicality of these animals, like a bear, a cougar, like a mountain lion, maybe a sweet little raccoon, or definitely like a bird of prey, like an owl or a hawk. Really exciting. I'm really excited to maybe incorporate some stained glass, maybe some lighting, a great photo op moment for people. Stand in the, in the wake of this giant 8 foot tall grizzly bear. I'm pumped. Had a great meeting on Friday with that client. And then had another great meeting on yesterday. Yeah, what day is today? Saturday, on the place where I'm forging these zodiac sculptures. A big planetary, like an abstract planetary chandelier, if you will, that's in this beautiful dome that will be painted like a nebula. I feel so lucky. I feel so fortunate that I get to create these things, and it was never given to me. Innumerable hours of impossible hard work, sweat, blood, and tears. There we go, Casey. Thank you for sharing the Discord. But I'm gonna get a little mushy on you guys. But it's been a hard journey, and it will continue to be. I like hard mode. It makes you earn it, right? If you're living through hard mode right now, relish in it. Be steeped in challenge. It's good. It's good for you. It makes you grow up fast. It makes your soul grow up fast. You get wiser, I feel like. I feel like you build empathy through that. Anyways, but it's been a hard journey, and I'm excited to continue to challenge myself. But I think I'm most excited about taking you on the journey with me. This platform has allowed me to share what would normally be just this crazy guy on this little hill out in the countryside building this wacky stuff in his lonesome. Not anymore, baby. I get to take you guys with me, It's so wonderful, and I'm so excited to just share these neat adventures because not everyone gets to. I mean, of course, you're on the adventure of your life, which I'm sure it's definitely not uneventful. I'm sure it challenges you every chance it gets. But I'm excited to share mine, and try to make it fantastical for you guys a little bit, It's a lot of fun. It's almost like telling a story, but it's happening all the time. Your story is happening all the time too. And I feel like we've I don't know. I feel like we're both in the golden age of storytelling, meanwhile, in kind of a dark age of storytelling, where information has to happen so quickly now. Attention spans have shortened substantially. But also we're in the golden age of being able to communicate with each other, being able to share stories with each other at a breakneck pace. Like on TikTok, for instance, like being a part of these wacky tales that unfold before us. And you'd be able to just be a part of it. It's just so cool. So as someone who's deeply passionate about storytelling and just stories in general, what a time to be alive, We're happy to come along and to see the journey. It's amazing. Oh my gosh. Well, and I'm also honored to share yours through Tea Time, through the Patreon. It's fascinating to learn about your adventures that you take, in your town, in your area, and especially your adventures in your own creativity. It's amazing what we have together. It's pretty splendid. Like all of us. I don't know. You're gonna get me all mushy, all sentimental. Don't get me all sentimental, dang it. Anyways, mushy time is over. We're gonna be serious. Super serious. Yeah, right. Could you imagine me be serious? It's impossible. Impossible. Oh. Speaking of adventures, I want to ask you guys a question. Enough about me. Enough about my business. What adventures are you excited to embark on? Yeah, what are your adventures? What are you excited for? Either it's today or a year from now. Maybe it's a trip you dream of in the distant foreseeable future. Like, what are you embarking on? Maybe it's a creative venture. You know, there's no wrong answers. Making mushrooms out of steel. Yes. Yes. Mushrooms out of steel are great. And you got to put the little dots, the little toadstool specks. You got to have the specks on there. Mushy time is over. Copper Dog enters the video. Oh yeah, don't even get me going about Mr. Copper Dog. Copper, where are you at, buddy? He's never far. He's always, I can hear him. There he is. Copper, my boy, come here. You're right. Come here, Copper. Mushy time's never over. Come here, buddy. Come here. He's still working on that little bit of an ear infection. There he is. The old shop dog. Here, get a little bit centered. You're like out of frame. There he is. He's such a good boy. Just a good old dog. Anything good out there? Is there something good out there, buddy? Oh, I mean, he's hotter than a $2 pistol, man. Like he's just out there been sunbathing. He's Copper Dog. He is Mr. Copper Dog. Ooh, making hammers for a client's order. That's awesome. You should make a mushroom hammer. How would you do that? A mushroom hammer would be cool. All the head pats. Yeah. I'm excited for these next few weekends. Don't know if you know the Splatoon. Splatoon. I don't know Splatoon. That's excited. Whatever you're excited about, I'm excited for you. Excitement's a good feeling to have, darn it. You know what I mean? Because I feel like at its root, it's passion. And passion is contagious. I don't care what you say. You walk into any room and you're passionate about something, people can feel it. It's great. Make an armada. Whoa, that's unbelievable. 90 hours of work. They're playing something called Splatoon. What's Splatoon? I see something about Dragon Prince, Kiki. I thought I heard Mushroom Mage. I'm addicted to Dragon Prince for sure. It's okay, we all are. Sitting in the middle of an epic thunderstorm feels so good. Catherine, I am so jealous. I want an epic thunderstorm. I think that's my favorite weather, is a thunderstorm. Because out here in California, they're so rare. You know, we got earthquakes and stuff out here. We got scary stuff. But you probably get like, I don't know, big tropical storms and stuff. But I tell you what, I love thunder. There's something about the anticipation, right? You know, you're just waiting for that roll of thunder, and if you're lucky enough to where it's clear enough and you see the flash, wait for it. You know, it's the best. There's just something so dramatic about a proper thunderstorm. We love lamp. Speaking of lamp, I took out that ceiling fan out of my office, and I'm like, well, I wanted to donate it. To one of these like little nonprofits that are in my area. And they wouldn't accept it unless it was like in the box, the original box. And I was like, well, darn it. Oh, I don't got the original box. Like the thing's old, but it still works. And I was like, ooh, what if I like took the thing apart and maybe salvaged something out of it, right? I could salvage something out of it. Maybe I can make like I just thought about it. If I flipped it, I think I got it. Okay. Try not to knock my tea over. Bear with me. Oh, it's all dusty. It's gonna make me sneeze. Okay. Okay. No. There we go. Okay. Imagine this, if you will. I could take this entire thing apart, save just the electronics, maybe a little bit of the housing, right? I could use the light electronics for a glass sphere, right? Like a blown glass sphere for like the sun, and I could hook up the motor for the fan blades, reduce it way, way, way down to where it's nice and slow, and make an orrery out of it, right? I could have all the planets going around the sun. How cool would that be? But imagine if they like accidentally turn the fan on high and the orrery's just hauling ass, you know? Okay. Well, that would be cool because there would be huge like gear and sprocket and chain reductions to get the proper orbits, right? So I could just continue to do that. That would be cool. I wish, if people ever asked me like about my superpower, you know, it wouldn't be super strength. It wouldn't be the flight. That'd be weird because probably you'd be the only one flying around, and all of a sudden you'd be locked up by the government or something like that. But I think being able to like freeze time so you could just work on whatever you wanted to would be it. Because nowadays, you know, like with a mortgage and stuff, like I can't afford to just build kooky, crazy stuff like I wish I could. Everything, you know, all of my hours have to be kind of going towards like a job that I'm getting paid for. You know what I mean? But that would be super cool. God, one day, maybe as this channel grows one day, I don't know, because like none of these platforms support their creators, really. Not really, unless you're big. Unless you're really big. I don't make a dime off of social media. But it would be really cool if I could like have the freedom to build crap like that. That would be amazing. Now I'm just imagining how cool it'd be if it was hauling ass. Like, and you're watching all the planets doing their thing, you know? Adulting sucks, yeah. But hey, you gotta do it. You gotta do the thing. But yeah, I think maybe I'm just gonna hold on to it for the day. For the day where I can take a little bit of time off from my like paying job. I could build something like that. How cool would that be? I don't know. Well, till that day, I'll keep it in the memory banks. You know what I mean? Do you guys have that? Where you have just a collection of creative concepts that you've been holding on to for years? God, I got a library of them. One day I'll be able to unleash them all, and I cannot wait. One day. Normalizing generational paid off properties, that would be incredible. Maybe one day, you never know. You never know. I want a refund. I hear that. Yeah, it's not all that it cracked up to be. But actually, I'm going to take that back. You know, I think back at being a kid, childhood was pretty rough. But even if I had the best child in the world, being a kid, you don't have much freedom. School is awful. I would never go back as a kid. If I think about any time to be alive, right now. Right now is pretty great. You know, at this point, I feel like still in real good physical condition. I'd never want to let that go. You know, if the second I can't, do some cliff diving into the lake and crazy stuff, well, something's wrong. You know, I got to be able to be wild, especially when I'm a funkle. You know, I can't be, like, if I can't jump over the fireworks we're lighting off for my nieces and nephews, well, I don't know what I'm good for. You know what I mean? So, but like, I'm still kooky and fun, still very childlike, but I've cultivated some wisdom in these years. So right now is where I want to stay. I think this is pretty good. Like if I became a vampire today, and I was just locked in, pretty good. I don't think that'd be too bad. Being a teenager isn't great either. The longest time I had was, yeah, hardest time, Kiki, for sure. Teenagers are having the worst. You loved school, Paul? Oh my gosh. I don't know if I can even talk to you, buddy. I'm teasing. School must have been made for one of you guys, you know? Not for me, my goodness. I hear that 30s are the best years. 30 is pretty good. 30 is pretty awesome. And then I hear it skips a couple, and then like your 50s and 60s turn into just absolute, just A plus. I'm excited for all of them. I'm pumped. Well, yeah, Kiki, I get you. School's not meant for everybody, but it's important to go through it, you know? You learn problem solving skills. You learn a lot. You learn a lot more in school than the Pythagorean theorem, though it is pretty helpful sometimes. It's so funny. If only my math teachers could see me now. I didn't even pass Algebra 1 in high school. Couldn't sit still. I was going crazy. But now I do some pretty heavy duty geometry and calculus, maybe a little bit of trig, but it's all very tactile. I need to be able to put my hands around it. You know what I mean? But anyways, it's not about me. We're having a conversation here. Life is about embracing your circumstance and finding the good stuff. John, that's what I'm talking about, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, let's all just let that kind of sink in. And a little bit of wisdom John just laid on us. That's great. Good on you, pal. I'm excited to hear more as we play Return to Moria together one of these days. How fun would that be to stream together? I don't know. I think I need to do some single player games first before I go streaming, you know? Well, I'll film the catastrophe, which will be my first attempt. How about that? You barely made it, Rage. Late, but I'm glad you made it, partner, as my wonderful member. I'm playing right now, bud. Oh, don't make me jealous like that. All right, well, I'll have to figure out Steam. The last time my PC gamed was Windows XP. Ooh, and if I can concentrate, I can literally hear that Windows XP boot up and boot down music. Oh, good memories in that. Playing Neverwinter Nights online. Oh, the best of times. You got to play Cyberpunk and The Witcher. Rage, I was thinking about that, partner. I was really thinking about all the cool games I could play. But the main games I want to focus on and stream with you guys are creative games where we can like get creative together. Sandboxes, from Valheim to 7 Days to Die to Return to Moria, all that good stuff. Cozy games. Well, 7 Days to Die is definitely not cozy. That one scares the britches right off of me. But yeah, I'm excited to offer you guys something a little new, something I'm already doing with the Minecraft server with the patrons. We get to play Minecraft together almost every day. It's a lot of fun. It's part of my morning routine. But it may be fun if I'm already doing it. As I procrastinate from the rest of my studio work, I might as well take you guys on that journey too. Who knows? Oh, you guys, this is the best. Well, thank you guys for being in the live chat with me. I love these Sunday afternoon little hangouts where I'm able to ask you guys questions, update you on where the channel is going. It's the best. Oh, Kiki, yeah, that sounds brutal. Any updates on the foxes? I saw one yesterday on our way to a meeting. Cute little things. They're like juveniles. Scrawny little things. Ooh, Catherine, have you ever heard the term glimmer? It's the moment in your day that makes you feel joy and happiness. No, Catherine, but I think we need to add that to our normal vernacular. Glimmer. Yeah. Think, concentrate on what gives you a little of that moment of glimmer, right? I love that. Add some glimmer to your day, Oh, thank you for the glimmers you pass on to us. Catherine, you quit that. You're going to make my heart grow 2 sizes like the Grinch. It's going to burst out of my chest like Alien, dang it. You quit that. I just love you guys, But I want you guys to get back to your day. You know? Love you guys. Don't forget to love each other. Rage with the custom member emojis. I love it, buddy. Man, and thanks for joining us, buddy. Like, you popping in. Oh, glimmer. Something to think about today. Think about what makes you give those feelings of glimmer and how can you share it with others. You know what I mean? Oh, it feels like it's a sticky thing, like glitter, right? The herpes of art supplies. You know, it gets on everything and you share it with others. So get out there and, share a little bit of glimmer. I like that. Thanks, Catherine. I love that. That's perfect. Perfect. Well, have a great Sunday, everybody. Have a good and safe Labor Day weekend. For those of you, for you Americans out there, I don't know if anybody else does that. That's such an amazing description. I know. I didn't make it up. I heard it somewhere. But have a great day, everybody. Be safe. I'll see you next time. I'll see you next Sunday. Okay, everybody. Bye-bye. Get out there and do some good.